Hello, everybody. Welcome to Voices of British Orthodoxy. I am, of course, Rdr Lazarus. It has been a while because I have completed the daily readings for the most part of the Saints of Great Britain and Ireland, which means that I don't really have too much to do. But fortunately for me, yesterday, on the 12th of May, or 25th if you follow the new calendar, there was a pilgrimage to Pennant Mellangell. And so I just want to start by giving a shout out to Rdr Hector and Chris, also known as Gregory, for the photos that you will see in this Reflections on such a pilgrimage, and also to the people from, I think it was organised by the Thyatira parish of Shrewsbury. I'm not too certain. I'm not going to comment beyond that. I genuinely do not know. Anyway, right, so this is a nice group photo outside of the thingy, outside of the church. You'll love to see it. For those that do not know, we go through photos and whatnot, show it off, and then we talk a bit about the importance of venerating Britain's saints. And I encourage others to do the same thing. Anyway, first one is a group photo outside. Now this is, I believe, Father Pantaleimon, who is holding what looks to be some relics. Lovely icons of St. Mellangell tend to depict her holding a rabbit. I don't quite remember her story, but I do know that the rabbit is important, if I remember correctly. Also, this legend right here holding the phone is Chris, who sent in over 100 photos. Like, I haven't counted, but it could be close to 150 photos he got, not just himself, but he also got others to send in photos that he forwarded to me. So, shout out to to Gregory. I should call him Gregory because that is his baptismal name. Anyway, they're doing some blessing thing at the well because, for those that do not know, Britain is notorious for wells of holy saints. Anyway, that is another photo right there. They apparently didn't take time to organise because there are clearly people at the back who are not in the photo. This is nice stream. I imagine that walkthrough would have been nice and cold, especially given that yesterday was roasting. Today is also roasting, but fortunately tomorrow, Thursday, Friday, etc. will be a lot cooler. It was a beautiful day out. The hills of Wales are always wonderful to see. Hills of Wales, path that goes down. You'll love to see it. This is a very steep hill. This is quite steep, as you could see. People walking down a path, what looks to be a grave, presumably, and then you've got one of those flag things that you carry in processions, depending on your parish. I know the Greeks like to do that a lot. This is I think this is a tomb in the church, I'm not sure. This is like another tomb-looking thing, because you can see somebody lying flat over. This looks like a root screen, if I had to guess. I can't guarantee that it is, but yeah. This is something else with some interesting icons. Christ, somebody, presumably the Theotokos holding a baby Christ. That could be, I presume that's Theophany, and etc., etc. These are presumably prayers left underneath. This is the church outside, this is the graveyard and some other stuff. This is the church, and this is more greenery. Let's see, 34, 30, 97, 32, 31, bonus plus 2. So add 3 to each of those, and then, yeah. You have... So yeah, no, he definitely sent close to more than 150. Anyway, this is some people by some gates. This is a sign thing that says something in Welsh, followed by Mellangell. Same thing as before, this is a Celtic-looking cross inside the church. This is the church. I don't know who that is. It could be a drawer. It could be a painting of a random woman. Could be a painting of St. Mellangell. I'm not certain. This is inside the church. This is inside the church. You've seen some of these before. This is the area. This is a lovely icon of St. Mellangell that has the rabbit off to the side. Presumably some sort of brochures and potentially a shop thing. This is some room. The church, more icon, lovely icon. I don't know if it would count as canonical or not, but it is lovely. This is inside the church. Inside the church. If you want to pause and read, you are free to. If you want to pause and read, you are free to. If you want to, pause and read, 3, 2, 1, you are free to. Ah, so this is where her shrine is. Interesting. I wonder what the Parkins. Anyway, if you want to pause and read, you are free to. 3, 2, 1. Road, a road. Streams and rivers. You'll love to see it. If you want to pause and read, you are free to. 3, 2, 1. If you wish to pause and read, you are free to. 3, 2, 1. This is some map. This is something across with some curtains and a angel icon to the side. I have no idea what that's meant to be. Other photos of the graveyard and surrounding areas. Okay, now I'm confused. Oh, okay, it just went. Okay, that makes my life easier. Okay, we take those. That's it up. So this is all outside. This is inside the church. I do apologize, but I mean, let's be honest, all of these things have essentially been seen before, so if you want to pause and read, 3, 2, 1. If you want to pause and read, 3, 2, 1. This is nice. Oh! So the road screen is actually from the 1450s. You know, something new every day. Fair enough. Outside. Lovely. This is people walking. This is the countryside, a nice overlooking area. People walking and appreciating nature. People walking and appreciating nature. Same photo again. I presume this is like the stream that connects to a well or something, but either way, they've made a stop off at the stream. I'm not sure if they're blessing it. I can't really tell from here. This could be from the Vesper service. Again, I'm not entirely certain. I don't really quite know what they did. But is that Hector? Who sent in the previous photos that I showed you at the beginning? no, that is Hector. He's holding an icon. I don't know who this icon is, but this is definitely St. Mellangell. For a second I thought Bro had a fishing line, but it's just it's one of those hiking stick things. The priests are doing some sort of service. Again, it could be the Vesper service that was promoted, it could be Blessing of the Waters, I don't actually know. Am I just... Okay. I didn't actually realise I could do this. I do apologise. And I think you've seen enough of Thingy. This is people at the service. Person with the walking aid thing for hiking. It's especially useful when you go up steep things. This is presumably a well. Or at the very least, what would serve as the well. Do forgive me, I can't really offer too much commentary because I don't... Honestly, learning the day before, so on Sunday, that this pilgrimage was taking place, was legit the first time I actually learnt of what Pennant Mellangell actually is. And that she actually has a shrine, but this is interesting. And from my limited, and from what I have known from messaging, no, not messaging, I saw a comment on Facebook by Hector that, I think this is the second year they've done it, and they want to basically start doing it every year, which you love to see. Yeah, I mean, that looks like he's blessing the water, or he dropped something. I'm presuming he's blessing the water. Sheep. People. Cross on top of some rocks. The people. Looks like there is a parking space over here, and then I presume you'd follow the path up to the church or something. I have no idea what that is. Sheep. People. You can kind of see a swan here, so I presume it's a swan on water. It's not too realistic, but it's alright. Ah, and then there's a poem attached to it. Pause and read if you'd like to. Pause and read if you'd like to. Is this St. Mellangell? I'm not certain. I think this is St. Mellangell on the right side. Again, I think this is good quality enough that you can just pause and read if you'd like. This is the inside of the church again. More photos of people hiking. Because I think he sent me multiple photos. So, he sent me, like, he forwarded a bunch of photos, which means that some of these are also photos taken by other people. The nature is beautiful, though, by the way. Like, I know England, Scotland, Wales, due to reasons, gets a lot of slate, but nature in this country, especially when you go on pilgrimages, like, even if you go to, like, where we went before, to do the mini pilgrimage, I don't know if any of you remember that, Reflections, it's like, the nature that surrounds that church where St. Frida's fights well is beautiful. Anyway, wait, is this where they did the... Hector's in his reader's cassock, so I think this might actually be the Vesper service. And then this might just be a blessing of the waters of the well, which is nice. I am annoyed, I am disappointed in myself because I was going to go, but I was gonna go and I was looking forward to it, but I got up, like, by the time I was out of bed and had done everything, I would have arrived like 15 minutes late. And then, no, I would have barely made it on time, and then I ended up doing scrolling, which meant that by the time I was done with that, I would have been like 15 minutes late, so I was like, yeah, there's no point in going. And I was also unsure about parking. Okay, Blessing of the Waters, I think this could be cooperation between multiple priests, because I think I do definitely recognise Father Pantaleimon from Shrewsbury, but I don't think this individual here is the other priest from Shrewsbury, unless they have another priest slash deacon. I can't really tell. Anyway, it could be just I know it was marketed as a pan-Orthodox event. In fact, when I was voicing to Hector, hey, is it okay if I do a video on this and, make sure you get permissions, whatever, he was like, it was a public pan-Orthodox event, you'll be fine. Anyway, honestly, even if it's early on in the day, doing a Vespers service, doing anything for the saint. Vespers is normally the easier one to do because Matins, even if you shorten it, is quite long. So that's why, even though it was like 4 p.m. or something, they were doing Vespers. If a saint has a canon or akathist, you can do a canon or akathist to such people. Oh, okay, yeah, so this is a relic of St. Mellangell. That's actually quite cool. I did not actually realise such a thing existed. Also, this is like a very beautiful icon of her. Feel free to pause and read. People are going around venerating the different stuff, looks like, having a look around, being like, yeah, this is nice. Oh, we have a recording. Okay. And the next one is 13 minutes long. Okay. You know what? Sure. You know what? I promise to go through everything. I will go through everything. My mic has fallen.
Bless the Lord, O my soul. O Lord my God, you are very great. You have clothed yourself with thanksgiving and majesty. You cover yourself with light as with a garment. You stretch out the heavens.
This is Psalm 103, which is read at the beginning of every Orthodox Vespers, Great Vespers, or Vigil after you've done the Ninth Hour. Anyway.
Who roofs his upper chambers with the waters, who makes the clouds his chariot, who walks on the wings of the wind, who makes his angels spirits and his ministers a flame of fire, who established the earth on its sure foundation, it shall not be moved forever and ever. The deep covers it like a garment, the waters shall stand above the mountains. At your rebuke they shall flee, at the sound of your thunder they shall be afraid. They go up the mountains and down to the plains, to the place you established for them. You have set a boundary that they may not pass, neither shall they again cover the earth. He sends the spring water to the first, the birds of heaven, the earth. He causes grass to grow for the cattle and green herb for the servants of man, that he may plant their nests. The heron's dwelling is foremost among them. The high mountains are for the deer, the rocks is a refuge.
Yeah, solid reading voice. Given that we have a 13-minute video, I don't want to.
Let us pray to the Lord.
Oh, okay. I did something.
You are holy, and to you is all due glory, to the Father, and to the Son, and to the Holy Spirit, now and forever, and to the ages of ages.
You can see a lot of people standing around. I wish there was a 2x speed option. Genuinely, that's like my only. If I had a 2x speed option, this would be great. You can probably see that it is just the service. Fails. This is Trezagion. Okay,
the Prokimenon.
The Lord sanctifies the high. He himself like food, that he might be a merciful and
sheep.
Peace be with you all.
to your spirit.
The reading is from the Holy Gospel according to John.
Glory to you, Lord. Glory to you.
Let us attend. At that time there was a feast of the Jews, and Jesus went up to Jerusalem. Now there is in Jerusalem by the sheep gate a pool in Hebrew called Bethesda, which has 5 porticos. In these lay a multitude of invalids, blind, lame, paralyzed, waiting for the moving of the water. For an angel of the Lord went down at certain seasons into the pool and troubled the water. And whoever stepped in first after the troubling of the water was healed of whatever diseases he had.
Glory to you, Lord.
Peace of the whole world for presbytery, for captors, the cleansing operation of give protection, clean authority, the master now and
I don't really know if it's my place to show the entire thing. I will skip certain parts just so that you can get a general gist of what the service is like, but...
who are the sancti-
And then we might listen to like the last minute or so.
people and bless thine inheritance. Господи, буде Твоє, и благослови достояние Твое, победи православным христианам,
а сопротивления
даруя.
и Твоем сохранения
Where are we going to stand now for the people? Yeah, over there on the complete place.
Right, let's continue. I do apologize, but I didn't... I think that was a decent amount. You know, you listen to the gospel reading, you listen to some of the chanting, which was beautiful. And now we continue going through. You've already seen this from some of the other photos. Again, these photos are sent in by multiple people. More of the church. Saint Mellangell as a younger girl. There is the rabbit, of course. Nice photo of all the priests. I think this person on the end is like the main priest from Shrewsbury. And then that's obviously Father Pennant Mellangell. And then I'm not familiar with who the first and third dude are, but lovely scenery. Saint Mellangell icon. It's very well drawn. I don't know if it would be canonical enough to use it as a thingy or not, but this is a nice. This is a nice photo. Shows the icon that's here. That's probably how it would look if done canonically speaking. Okay, I'm a bit confused as to why I've got a notif, but I don't have a notif on my phone, but anyway, we continue. People walk in, adapt to the sun. Again, yesterday was roasting, so people will adapt as they can. Lovely images. Photo of all the people. Here you've got the priests. I think this might be Chris. Anyway. More nature. You've got the priests here. Okay. The flowers. It's nice. Father Pantaleimon. I am 90% certain that this priest is Father Pantaleimon, who also serves at the Shrewsbury Parish. Nice streams. Okay, we are coming to the end of the 90? I'm not actually certain. We do have another video coming up though. That looks like it could be yeah, that's Chris. And the waters touch the camera lens, which means there's like kind of like this cool blur effect, which is yeah, kind of cool. That's the inside of the church, the trail, and then we've got another video. This one is 2 minutes, so I guess we can show it all. It's okay. This feature is not as good for the horizontal as it is for the landscape. Oh well, you live and learn.
Save, O Lord, thy people, and bless thine inheritance.
I just realised this is from Hector's POV. Why didn't he send me this? Not complaining about the images he did send, but how did this and potentially other stuff get sent to Chris, but not me? Oh well, it don't matter.
Victory over adversaries, and by the power of thy cross do thou preserve the Spasi Господи люди Твоя, и благослови достояние Твое, победи всем православным христианам, нас сопротивния даруя, и Твое сохраняя. Крестом Твоим жительство, мântuiește, Doamne, poporul Tău și binecuvintează moștenirea Ta, biruință binecredicioșilor creștini, asupra celui protivnic daruiește, i pe cruce ta păzește pre poporul tău.
Right, so we've got two more. So this one is another photo of them as a group. I must admit, I do wish I had went. Anyway, and then this is the same thingy photo again. Wait, is that all of them? Did I successfully go through? What's this? 2 vodka worth buying were £3 each. Wait, okay, I think... Yeah, okay. That is actually everything. Okay, cool. That is all of the, thingy. I think we went through, like, what, close to 150, right? Thingy overall? Oh, okay. Where is it? There we go. No. Anyway, now is the part where we talk about, like, the importance of venerating British saints, because you see, Saint Arsenios says that, Orthodoxy will return to Britain when she venerates her saints. And so the return of the Holy Faith to this land requires Britain, and especially those of us that are Orthodox in this country, to venerate Britain's saints. Some people out there say, why does it matter? To which I say, if you care about the souls of these people, you would not be asking such stupid questions. That's not from any of these vids, by the way, it's from Twitter. Anyway, if you want me to go over similar pilgrimages that you've done within the UK or Ireland, or if you want to send in something that's pre-made and then just have me straight up upload it, that is fine. I'm happy to do either. These reflections are normally just done because I know people won't put anything together themselves, and so yeah, I do something to make sure that it gets put out there. But if you have something that is pre-made, you can send it to voicesofbritisholthodoxy@gmail.com. That is voicesofbritisholthodoxy@gmail.com. I do hope the people that went there did enjoy their pilgrimage. This has been one of my longer episodes. Depending on factors, there could be another upload next week because I do have a presentation in the works, but I need to get it blessed and whatnot. Anyway, may Saint Mellangell intercede for us before the righteous judge. I have been Rdr Lazarus. God bless you all, and Amen.